Dojun and his sister are at a restaurant eating food. His little sister is eating a burger, and she is quite happy. Then suddenly, she says she is quite happy that they are moving to a new house soon. Dojun replies that after they have moved to the new house, she can join kindergarten and then next year school. His sister suddenly sulks. Dojun gets confused and asks what happened. She replies in kindergarten kids tease her because she doesn't have any parents. Dojun is speechless. He replies she doesn't have to go to kids like that. The sister beams with joy and starts eating again while Dojun is thinking of sending her to the best private school so no one can talk down to her. Last night inside the King Motel, Dojun asks the assistant, "Why are you making my family stay in a motel? Are you stupid?" The assistant replies the motel is managed by their company, so it's a safe place to stay. Dojun dismisses him and goes inside the room. Inside, his grandmother and little sister were sitting on the bed. The sister rushes and hugs Dojun. The grandmother holds his hand, saying they both are glad he came back safely. Dojun smiles warmly and says softly, "I'm back. Now back to the present." The sister asks, "Are you also a hero?" Dojun replies, "Why? Do you not like me being a hero?" She replies, "No, I wish you weren't." Dojun asks why. She replies, "Because heroes fight monsters and sometimes die, and I want you to live with us." Dojun is stunned and remembers something. In his past life, he was the last human surviving and spent all his time losing things. But before he knew it, in this new life, he had gained something new, something very precious. At the Korea Hero Association, a man stands beside the window. He is Na Tae-hwang, founder of the Korea Hero Association and director of the World Hero Federation. He is also one of the top 100 most respected heroes in the world. It is said he runs for president. He would gain more than 30 million votes. His interests lie neither in the position of president nor conglomerates, but the safety of the people and preparations for the rifts. He looks at a screen and feels something is off. Suddenly, a new notification pops up. His eyes widen in disbelief. "Warning! Warning! The UK was hit by a rift wave." Dojun is back at the Monostone Exchange shop. As soon as the shopkeeper sees Dojun, he panics and starts calling his manager. "That guy, it's that person." The manager folds his newspaper and stands up. Then he asks Dojun, "Is it you, the one who keeps causing trouble?" Dojun completely ignores the manager, takes off his bag, and throws it toward the manager. The manager looks at the bag, refuses to do business with him, and tells Dojun to leave. Dojun asks, "You don't want to trade?" The manager replies, "At 1%, we are taking major losses, so leave." Dojun sighs and says, "You'll regret this." The manager looks at Dojun and tells him to get lost and never come back. Dojun kicks the bag lightly, revealing all the mana stones inside. The manager and the shopkeeper are shocked by the quality of stones. In between all the mana stones lies a hero magic crystal. The hero magic crystal is an incredibly rare energy source and an ultra-high-end product. Many people will pay any price asked for such an incredible item. Then Dojun tells them to pack the bag, and he'll leave. The manager completely shifts his attitude and asks Dojun to please sit down. The manager asks, "Isn't a 0.5% commission a bit too much?" Dojun replies, "Don't take it then." The manager asks, "Why are you lowering it to 0.5%? Dojun replies, "Because I was annoyed." The manager instantly bows and starts apologizing to Dojun. The manager starts negotiating hard. He starts from 10%, then 9, 8, 7, 6. The manager finally loses hope. Dojun says he will be generous and settle for 1%. The manager became very hesitant. Then Dojun says, "Just so you know, I have 7 more bags like those." The manager's eyes light with fire, and he instantly sends Dojun the money. As Dojun was checking his balance, a notification pops up. It's an alert message about the wave outbreak in the UK. He looks at the alert and starts heading somewhere. On his way, he thinks in his past life, no matter where the rift was, he would have gone to seal the rift, but not anymore. The sound of sizzling meat fills the air. The sister's mouth starts watering by the sight of meat. The grandmother asks, "Isn't it a bit expensive?" Dojun replies, "It's okay, I just made a lot of money. Just eat as much as you want." The sister takes a bite and her eyes sparkle with joy. She loves it. The grandma is still hesitant. The sister gives a piece to grandmother. As soon as she takes the bite, her eyes open wide at the rush of flavor. They continue eating. A woman comes into the shop and starts walking towards where Dojun and his family are eating. She calls him, "Mr. Seo Dojun, can we talk for a moment? Dojun cuts her off and tells her, can't you see I'm eating with my family? If you have something to say, wait until the meal is over. Juyeon is shocked and speechless. She replies, all right, and wonders who brushes her off like that. She goes and sits in the waiting area quietly. Everyone around is looking at her. She sits there quietly like a statue, while people start wondering who she is waiting for. Who the hell is making her wait? Juyeon starts wondering. 2 months ago, he entered his first gate and came out alive. He was suspected of being awakened at that time, and then he was believed to have died in the recent rift incident. But he is alive and eating here. A single look from that guy gets me on edge. There is no way that guy is S-rank, right? Dojun and his family get up after eating and start walking toward the exit. Juyeon also gets up. Suddenly, someone blocks their way. It's Kang Chilwoo. He is the one who left Dojun at the gate to die. Juyeon is shocked by Kang's sudden appearance. She approaches them. Dojun faces Juyeon, ignoring Kang, and tells her if she just takes care of his family, he'll hear her out. Juyeon asks what she needs to do. Dojun tells her to just flag them a taxi and get them home. The atmosphere in the room changes suddenly. Juyeon tenses. Dojun looks like he is ready to kill someone. He is burning with rage. Outside the restaurant, Juhyun flagged a taxi for Dojun's family and asked them not to worry too much, telling them to just go home. The grandmother and little sister were quite nervous, but Juhyun sent the taxi away anyway. Inside the restaurant, Dojun slapped Kang. Everyone around was shocked. He slapped him so hard that his face began to steam, and for a second, Kang's mind went blank. But he regained his composure instantly and grew even more furious. A waiter came and tried to stop them. But Kang, already enraged, became even angrier and with a single hand pushed her so hard that she fell near a table. Kang Cheolwoo, now so furious, looked like a beast who hadn't eaten for days. Suddenly, a punch came toward his face at lightning speed, and he was hit directly by Dojun. Kang Cheolwoo didn't falter completely. He clenched his teeth, but the blow was strong enough to bring him to his knees. Dojun looked at him in rage and demanded, "You're the one who took me to the gate and locked me there to die, aren't you?" Then Dojun added, "We have to talk." Kang replied, "I don't have to talk to somebody who got abandoned by his own father and whose stepmother wants him dead." Dojun took out his phone and started recording. He told Kang to say it one more time. With a monstrous grin, Kang spat out, "Fuck off." Kang redirected his mana into his fist and attacked Dojun with speed and precision. The punch looked like it was wrapping space itself as it moved toward Dojun, but it was neither fast enough nor strong enough to reach him. Dojun blocked it with a single hand using his mana and deflected the blow effortlessly, sending Kang bouncing back from the force. Shocked, Kang thought. His fist got bounced off. Then Dojun released his mana and Kang went flying, crashing to the ground. Dojun leapt at him, his face filled with rage, ready to kill him. Behind the counter, the terrified waiter tried to call the police, but, in fear, couldn't even remember the number. Suddenly, Juhaeon took the phone and, with a charming smile, told her to calm down, assuring her that she would take care of everything. The crying waiter thanked Juhaeon. Meanwhile, Dojun kept beating Kang relentlessly, punching him again and again. Juhaeon approached as Dojun continued pounding Kang, then said, "Mr. Seo Dojun, you might kill him." Dojun looked at Kang, then stood up, shaking out his hand. Juhyun asked him how much he knew about Kang. Dojun replied that he knew enough, and questioned why that even mattered. Juhyun told him that Kang had a cousin who was an S-rank hunter. His name was Kang Yongpyo. Dojun bluntly said, "I know, why does that matter?" Juhyun asked, "Are you not afraid of Kang Yongpyo?" Dojun ignored her question and remarked instead that the fact she knew so much about him was starting to bother him. Meanwhile, behind the counter, the waiter had started crying again, thinking about how Juhaeon had promised to take care of everything, yet now they were still fighting.